G'day guys, this is Zukumani here with TGN.TV. This is part 3, the final part of my Fall of the Lanterns hook run. Now, we just finished killing the second boss and we're working our way up to the last few packs before the final boss. This video is actually going to be quite short considering, because there's actually not that many pats to deal with. So what we do here is, same principle as our first group that we ever did in this place, is that there's a pat that walks around, leave him till last, go about, kill all these units which are just standing around these little portals. Very simple stuff, just AoE them down, no troubles whatsoever. Just avoiding that pat, just for now anyway, and then we'll just focus them down one group at a time, and then finish off the pat and continue on. Now, as of recording this and recording the voiceover, I am still level 42, sadly. I'm going to try my hardest this weekend to sort of get myself as close as possible to level 48. If not by this weekend, definitely by next weekend, so that I can get further content for you guys. And then eventually, you know, walk into the expert modes and then just have everything open up, a lot of content then that I could produce, get uploaded so that you guys can enjoy. As always though, if you have any comments, suggestions or feedback, please leave them down below. I do read them all and I always like to get some feedback from my viewers, just to sort of see what you guys like, what you don't like, what you would like to see differently. Yeah, just to get an overall perspective on what you guys like to enjoy. Alrighty, so the last group here, then there's 2 pats to deal with, so we're just going to quickly pull this group. Kill them down as fast as possible. The pat is walking back, so we just need to adjust. They almost all die anyway before the pat actually aggroes, which isn't a problem. I mean, none of this trash in this place is of a concern or of a worry, so I wouldn't stress about it. Okay, finishing them off, watching the arrows rain down on them. Yeah, it's just a couple of more left. As soon as we kill this group, then we kill the other pat, then it opens up the last boss. Now, the last boss in this place is a little challenging. Looking at it, we one-shot it. But, I think it all depends on the group. You know, if you're with a good group, on people who know what they're doing. I mean, they don't have to have done the fight. I never did the fight before walking into this place. 2 other people in the group never did the fight before walking into this place either. So it wasn't the fact of like knowing, it wasn't the fact of like having done it before. It was the fact of just being aware of your surroundings, knowing what the mechanics are, what to do to counter the mechanics, and just DPS down the boss. And it was a little hectic, but it wasn't too stressful. I mean, we easily just breezed it. So the last little group here, nuke them down, almost dead. Then we'll start talking about the final boss. Okay, the final boss is called Ember Lord. Now, he is a little bit of a DPS race. He does have quite a few mechanics that you need to be aware of. Now, it is a very healer intensive... Well, no, okay. I'll start again. It is a DPS race, it is quite healer intensive on the healers, and it's a movement fight. So all those 3 abilities are formed together to make this final fight. Now the way that we did it was, we had us ranged guys just spread out a little bit, staying out the back. We had the tank face the boss away from us, and sort of kite him around the outer edge of this little platform out here. Now, this boss's abilities are as follows. The first ability he has is called Explosive Bolt. Now, he will randomly select a target who isn't the tank. He'll just turn around, cast an Explosive Bolt on them. I believe it's instant cast, by the way. And when that bolt hits the target, anyone who's sort of around the person gets hit with the same amount of fire damage. So that is number one. You got to stay sort of spread out enough so that you're not taking multiple hits. But the catch to that is that he has this other ability where he summons the shard. Now, if you remember back to Deep Strike Mines, the last boss, you know how he summoned the healing crystal. And then the fire crystal, same thing but different. So this boss only summons fire crystals, but instead of them exploding, once they land on the ground, they will stay there permanently, and you'll see like this little radius around them, this circle around them, and if you're standing within that circle, you'll take massive damage, more than likely die. Another thing to note is if you are any sort of DPS, don't for a second think to turn around and DPS those crystals. If you touch them, which you will see during this fight, I cast on one and I get instantly silenced for like 5 seconds or something like that. It was pretty harsh. So be sure not to attack the crystals at all costs. The other ability, which you see happening right now that the boss is spamming, because that's what he does, is called Fire Claw. It's a frontal cleave. It is extremely fast and it hurts a lot. If you are a melee DPS and you're standing in front of the boss alongside the tank, you will get smashed. Okay, so you can see the crystals. Now the tank slowly moves the boss out of the crystals, as you see. If there are melee DPS, if we had melee DPS in this group, melee DPS would follow in suit, being sure not to stand in front of the boss to get cleaved. Now, as you can see with these crystals, see the small circle around? If you're standing anywhere within that proximity of the circle, you will get damaged. No question about it. You will get a lot of damage. So the tank is taking a fair bit of damage here, but it's alright, considering we're all ranged. As you see there, I accidentally cast on one of the crystals. Silenced. Still silenced, now I'm out of silence. So there's about a good 5 seconds there where I was completely useless to the group. No healing whatsoever. Other than that, it's just a DPS race. Nuke him down as fast as possible, because as I said earlier, these shards do not disappear. So the longer the fight goes, the more shards there are going to be on the ground. Eventually, it'll hit at a point, it's kind of like a soft enrage timer, where there is no room to move anymore, where that if you do not kill him, the next shard that lands will kill everyone. So, other than that, it's a very simple, very fast and intensive fight. I enjoyed it so much, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it too when you do it. And there we go. Those are some very ugly robes. Alrighty guys, that is the final part of Fall of Lantern's Hook. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check back at youtube.com/TGNRiff for more Riff videos. It's probably going to be about a week before I could possibly get the level to sort of give you even more new content. But until then, I hope you enjoy these videos and I hope they tide you over. My name has been Zukumani. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.